This is my 2009 Range Rover L322 with the 3.6 TDV8, and in this video we're going to go over my 2-year ownership, repair, service costs in detail. I'm only going to go over service and repair costs. I'm not going to go over any mods or extras, so this is a good base of what it would cost you to run a Range Rover L322. So as a base, I paid £3,600 for this car. 2009 3.6 TDV8 on just under 100,000 miles. When I bought it, it did have a couple of issues that I knew about when I was buying it, so I did pay it under the odds a little bit, and the repairs I needed to do after that are included in this video. So let's jump in the boot and get into it.
You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless.
So I've got a list here of everything I've spent and what I've spent it on. All this work I've done myself, so take that into consideration. You might have to look at getting someone else to do it and paying an hourly rate, obviously, for that. But none of this includes any labour because I've done all the labour myself. So first of all, when I bought the car, it was all okay, apart from it had a bit of a judder from the gearbox and there was a leak from the transfer box, and it had an engine light on. And on the way home from buying the car, the lights all started going haywire, so I needed an LCM control module. That was £40. That didn't require any coding. I just put a used one in it and that sorted that. Put some bonnet struts on it for £12. And then I looked at doing the transfer box. I changed all the seals on the transfer box because I couldn't 100% tell where the leak was coming from. But that carried on leaking, and I eventually found out after cleaning it all off that there was a hairline crack that had been welded previously that had cracked. So I bought a Discovery 3 transfer box, took the casing off of that in the end, just the front casing that was leaking, and that sorted that. Fresh oil, obviously, so that was £242 for the new box, seals, oil and everything. Same time I replaced the prop shaft centre bearing, that was £25. Off-road tyres on it, they cost me £7.50 just for the set of tyres. That doesn't include fitting again. Major service kit was £92, gearbox service kit. Again, I mentioned this had a judder. I was pretty confident that it would just need a service with the seals, so I carried that out at £192 for the kit, and that sorted the judder, so that was another job done. Diff oil, front and rear diffs, £40. The lower tailgate straps I replaced, they were £12. The rear started to squeak, so I replaced the upper and lower ball joints on the rear, which are quite common. They cost me £100. While I was away on an off-roading trip, the starter motor decided to fail, so I replaced that for £180. That was for a brand new one. Not a genuine one, that was a company off eBay. Front ride height sensors, I had a bit of an issue with the ride heights. The front right was sitting lower, so I replaced them with cheap ones for £28, and that had to be calibrated as well. Glove box button, I had to replace that for £24, that was a used one. Brand new battery, £140. Front wipers, £10. I replaced the front anti-roll bar bushes, which was a bit of a pain because they're stuck on from factory, but they were £33. Aircon compressor died on me, that was £40 for a used one. Tail light I replaced for £40 because it came with 2 different tail lights. Someone had obviously replaced one from a different generation, so I got that sorted. I then replaced both front air struts with Dunlop ones, so decent branded ones. They were £400 for the pair. They were on original struts, so it was good to replace them. Front disc and pads, front brake pads and discs, £115 for some decent quality ones. And then I bought a air suspension valve block repair kit, so that replaces all the seals in the valve block, the 3 different valve blocks, and that was £15. Replaced the front drop links for £17, and then another oil service at £65. I've just bought the front bottom ball joints, which I'm going to replace shortly because they're knocking. And that is it for my repair and servicing over 2 years. Total £2,602, which would be £1,301 per year, or £108 per month on servicing and repairs. Now, obviously, I bought this car with some issues, which was the transfer box, the gearbox, and an engine light, which I didn't go into. So I basically just blanked off the EGR and got that mapped out. So that sorted that issue, because I was going to do that anyway, and it was the EGR valve which was causing the light. So I paid, again, under the odds. So take that as you will. So if you ask me, that's not too bad on spendings over 2 years on repairs and maintenance. I've owned different Land Rovers, and I've spent way more money on that, keeping them on the road. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe, because I will be making more videos on this car and other cars in the future. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
You just gotta be fearless.